Hi guys, so I'm here with this video. I had done it in English. I'm sorry, I have done it in Spanish, but this was requested to be done in English. So what I'm doing here is just creating my nail bed, and this is my own mix. And yeah, just creating a simple nail bed, and then you're gonna see me moving my my nail form around just because it is on a marker, so that's why you'll see me moving it around. But what I'm doing here now is applying this mix. This mix is my own, and it's a brown holographic mix, and that's basically what I am using to create my nail tip. After that, I go ahead and I encapsulate, and normally after that you would file and shape your nail, but because I was doing it on a marker, I didn't want to take it off, so because the form was really stuck there. So what I did is, after I encapsulated, I just continue with my 3D decoration. So I did leave it on, but normally the next step that you would do would be shape, file, and buff. So then after I go ahead and finish encapsulating, I start working on my 3D decoration, and the colors that you're going to need for this decoration, or for this 3D, is going to be brown, white, black, and orange, and in your nail bed. So what I start doing is I apply a thin pearl of acrylic, and what I do is I normally work really thin my first layer because I want to know how much space I have so that I can basically spread. So I start laying out the pieces. So that I can continue with my 3D. So here what you see me doing is I am creating the arm, and basically I just grabbed a bead, and I left it's like I left it as a teardrop, and I left the pointing toward the tummy, and then I added another bead, and I just basically just made a little cut into the second bead, and that's how I created the hand. And then whatever was left of the second bead, I just blended it up so it would blend with the arm. Then what I'm doing now is I'm creating the side leg, and for that I did the same thing. I grabbed a bead of brown, and I left it as a teardrop, with the tummy of the teardrop being a little bit bigger on the top and smaller on the bottom. And then after that, I grabbed another bead and created the toes, or the little feet. And that bead, I just squished it a little bit, and then with the tip of my brush, I cut it into 3 pieces, and that's what created the little feet. And then it's the same technique on the other side. So then what you see me doing is I go in with some texture on the nail. So to do that, basically once I know how much space I'm going to have, I start building up my decoration. So basically what you do is you put a little bit more of the acrylic that you're using. So in this case I went in with white. So I applied it a little wet, not that wet, but a little wet, and I just let it set for a second. Cleaned the edge as well, and then I went in with this, it's like a needle, you can say, and I just made little dots, push it in and out, and then that was what created the texture. You're able to use anything that it's thin enough that won't basically just leave holes in your acrylic. And then what I recommend if you're going to do texture like this is that before you start poking in your acrylic, put your implement in the powder that you're using. That way the acrylic won't stick to it and it won't lift whatever you just added to create the texture. So I did that all around, and then I start working on the head, and the same thing. I go in and I see how much space I have or what I can play with, and then I start creating the head, and then applying a triangle on the very top of the head, and that is basically part of the little bear skin. And the same thing, I go in and I texture, and then I start creating the eyes, and I see how much space I have in between them, and then I go back in with some texture, and I go all around the face. Now for the nose, I basically place a small bead for the nose, and then I pushed it in a little bit with the texture, not a lot, just a little bit. But before I do that, I do cut the bead. I don't cut it all the way in half, but I do make an opening in the half of the bead. And where I leave that opening, I go in with black acrylic and I apply the nose, sorry. Then for the bottom lip, I apply another bead, and basically what I do is I only push in the center of the bead. That's to create like a U shape so that I can create the the tongue or the mouth. So that's what I do there, and then after that I go ahead and I start working on the head, and I do apply a thin layer for the top of the head, which is squared. Then on top of that I apply a thin line of black to create the belt around the head, and then I apply a little buckle there, and that's to create the square shape. Then from there I apply I start out with one bead to create the top of the head, and I keep building it up until I'm able to push it up, basically. So to give a shape like if it was up. So that's how I created this cartoon for Thanksgiving. I hope that you guys like and enjoy, and if you have any requests on any designs you would like to see, make sure you let me know and post it down below. Make sure to subscribe my channel so you can keep watching more videos. And I do have a promotion right now available for Halloween on my shop. If you guys would like to go and check it out, you can go ahead and check the links below and I'll take you directly there. And yeah, so I hope you like it, and I will be talking to you in another video. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. You'll have some pictures of this design, and yeah, so I'll talk to you guys later.